Let me get your take on TikTok, Microsoft. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I think this is great news, for Microsoft, for TikTok, for the users. The biggest winners would be the advertiser community. We're a week off of the big tech CEOs when we spoke about competition, right? So this is perhaps the biggest moment in time when we could see yet another big media asset that can capture advertising dollars.
In other words, you can never have too many platforms to go to if you're an advertiser?
We have too little, right? We have 2 to 3 now platforms that are capturing 60–70% of the advertising budgets. The world deserves another big platform, perhaps even more than one. And if you ask advertisers, what is your Christmas wish? They would say TikTok growing and being a channel for us.
It makes sense to you that it's Microsoft that would come together with TikTok rather than somebody else, and why?
Yes, because I think I can only imagine, Kevin Mayer and Satya leading TikTok together, and that's a power team. I think Satya has shown that he cares about the Bing advertising business, LinkedIn advertising business, MSN. So it does make sense for me to be, a big advertising doubling down opportunity. And also, you have to imagine that Instagram is a $20 billion revenue company capturing 50 minutes a day of consumers. TikTok is capturing the same amount of attention. So if you think of the attention economy we're in, could TikTok be worth almost $1 trillion?
Yeah, I joke with you at the top, of course, about what the president is saying, but as a founder in technology and an executive running a business, what do you think about just the nature of what the president has said and how he's gotten himself involved in a possible transaction in your industry?
I mean, it's hard for me to comment on this. I think it's very early for all of us to really know. There is a mechanics, for governments and countries to capture a value of a deal, of a transaction such as this one, and it's called tax. So I think it's too early for us to see what's the, a value exchange, who else will be affected if this actually happens. So I just think it's too early, and all of us, even as of yesterday's press hearing, we're all looking to see what comes next on that one. But so I don't have much to say just yet.
Sure. You mentioned the limited playing field, if you will, in terms of platforms for advertisers to do what they do digitally. Facebook, obviously, being the most important one right now. What are you seeing in terms of the boycott? Is it a short-lived phenomenon, or is it going to have some staying power, do you think?
I think people that believe the boycott will hurt Facebook financially are wrong. This is not going to hurt Facebook that has 7 million advertisers. This is not going to hurt them financially, but I do think it's going to get their attention, right? So I think what's missing in the world, and from my perspective, when I looked at last week big tech CEO hearing, I felt like I was reading my son, the Wizard of Oz moment, where everybody was missing one big thing. And while all of them have brain, perhaps all of them are missing some empathy. So, I feel like, that's really what's missing. And the boycott, what it does get is that empathy need, that conversation. And that's really what we deserve, to get them around the table and talk about moderation, to talk about what else can they do in terms of transparency. So I do think we're getting that, but I don't think we're going to see Facebook getting hurt because of that long term.